So this is day one of Operation Shrimp Life. This is the tank I'm going to be using for cherry shrimp. So I've already filled it up. I haven't done the scape yet. I'm going to do that here in a sec. And first I have to set up my stuff here. I've got my filter. It's a Whisper, or it's a Tetra Whisper IQ10. Just a basic thermometer here, and then this. I forgot what kind of light it is. I got it a while ago. But yeah, I'm gonna set those up in here, and then I'll do the scape. I have to clean up this filter first because it was in a tank that had bladder snails in it. So I'm just gonna clean it out, make sure there's no snails in here, no eggs, because I don't want that in here with my snails. So, I'm gonna do that. I'll be back in a sec. So, got this all washed up now, and I'll start the setup with the equipment now. I used this when I was putting the water in so as not to displace the sand, for anyone who's wondering. Okay, that's all our equipment set up, so now I'm gonna go get my mechanicals and I'll start with the scape. So I've got all my botanicals here, freshly boiled, bunch of wood stuff, wood products. This will release tannins into the water, which will make it much darker. I suppose I didn't mention at the start, it's going to be a black water tank, which is what mimicking shrimp's natural habitat, or at least the cherry shrimp. So, start with the scape here. Air bubbles. Oh, this is air bubbles coming out of the sand. I didn't go through the sand and get rid of all the air bubbles. That was rather foolish of me, wasn't it? So yeah, if you ever do a tank with sand, when you first set it up, you're going to want to run through it with your fingers or some tweezers or something. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here right now. And of course, that's sending my leaves all over the place. That's the magnolia leaves. You know, I'll probably be able to do a better job if I put my light on. Got a big outlet tower back behind here. Okay. Kind of want my leaves to be a little bit more settled than that. Maybe. Maybe not. That'll probably be fine. Fine. So, for our bigger pieces, I've got some cholla wood. I believe that's how you say it. Get all the bubbles off of it. I've got some spider wood, which I will be using. I'm not actually going to put this in the tank. I'm going to set this up as an overhead. Let's see how it looks over here with what I was going for originally. Let's see how it sits. how well it will sit like that. I don't know if it'll stay like that, being only just on the edge like that. So maybe we will go over here on this corner. Ooh, I like that. I think that's how I'm gonna do that one. Yeah. Now I've got this piece of driftwood. I don't know what kind of wood it is. It's a piece that I had from bought it from PetSmart a little while ago. And I'm gonna do it like that. And I've also got here, can't really see it very well. We got a ram's horn snail in here. I don't know where it came from. And I've got an Anubias, I believe it's an Anubias petite. That's going to be, the Anubias petite will be attached to this wood. I'm not going to glue it or anything, I'm just going to lodge it in one of its little crevices, let it attach by itself. I'm not sure what I'm going to name this ram's horn yet, but he's going to be in here. He'll have a name. It will have a name, I don't know. It's looking good so far. And got a lotus pod. Hopefully these will sink, because I know people had trouble with keeping these sunk. Okay, it's not going to want to sink right away. So, what I'll do here, shake a little bit, try to get some of the air bubbles to come out. I don't know if the camera will catch that, but I'll squeeze a little bit, squeeze a little bit. There's still a whole bunch of air in here, even after I boiled it. I don't know if that's what the boiling's supposed to do. I think the boiling is supposed to just remove anything harmful that's still trapped in the wood and such. Okay, there we go. Now it'll sit. Perfect. Maybe. Yeah, very loosely it'll sit. It'll settle. It'll settle here in a little bit. Okay, what do we got next? We got some, if I remember correctly, estrulopods? Might not even be how you pronounce them, but yeah. They're very unique looking. If you can see it right there. I believe it's catching that. So, with my pods and such, I think maybe I'll just cast them in and let them fall where they fall. There, I like the way that looks. What do you got next? A honey pot cone? It's a unique pine cone. I think this was like $3 for just this cone. Hard to find, I guess. Where should we drop this at? Let's put it right in the front since it's so unique. Put all the air bubbles out here. Nice. Still see some air bubbles trapped under the sand. I'm sure those will come out in time. Oh, what we got next? Banana stems. When I ordered them, it said there was only supposed to be 5. But, if my math's correct, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of them. Maybe a couple of them broke in shipping. Because these are rather squishy now after I boiled them, but they were quite tough before that. So I'm sure they would have snapped quite easily. I guess I didn't rinse these well enough because they're still There's still a bit of debris falling off of them. Nice. So all my banana stems. What have we got next? Oh, got a tiny little magnolia leaf. Let that fall where it pleases. Well, coolie pods. Man, how many there were these? I thought there was only 5 per packet. Maybe I bought 2 on accident. I don't remember. I've still got 11, so. None of these are like open and cracked the coolie pods. They've all still got their seeds, I guess. They basically look like giant acorns. Nice. Forgot those were right there. Let's move this over here like that. There. Alrighty, pear pods. Called so because they look like pears. Maybe. Kind of. A little bit. I may have boiled these a little too long. I'm not sure. I figured better be safe than sorry. I wasn't thinking about how much they may deteriorate. We're mimicking nature, so we can be as messy as we want. Actually, don't like being messy, but you know what I'm going for here. I'm saying don't be afraid to be messy. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling myself that. Yeah, we'll put this one right here. Nice. Okay. So, so anyway, that's all my botanicals right there. So, next we'll put in the Nubius Petite. It shouldn't have any bladder snails on it. It wasn't in a tank that had them. I don't see any bladders. I don't see any eggs. Any egg sacs. Okay. Looks good. I'll give you guys the front view here. Nice. Get the towel out of the way here. Still a little bit cloudy. Should be good to go. We'll get the filter up and running here. Oh, I just realized I didn't put any media or anything in the filter. Huh. It's big brain time. So, I have to get some sponge, some other cycled media from my other tanks. Probably. Let's see, which box has my sponge? It's this one. This is my big roll of sponge that I've got. Need some scissors to cut it. Here, now you can see it. Bought it off Amazon for like, I don't know, $10. It was twice the size when I bought it. It was like 4 or 5 months ago. It lasts a while. I've got some coarser sponge like that too. It's not in a roll, it's in a big pad, but I bought it at the same time, and there's even more of the coarse sponge left than the fine sponge. So yeah, scissors to cut that. Scissors. So, I have a couple other Whisper 10s, so I know the general size of sponge that I'm going to need. My coarser sponge doesn't really fit in the IQ10s very well, and so that means I have to change the sponges more often than I usually do on my other tanks, or on the other tanks that don't have 10s. But that's okay. sponge. Just set it in here vertically where we normally put the filter cartridge. And I'll get some media. I'm going to give this a quick rinse under some tap water. Shouldn't hurt the bacteria in here at all. I just want to rinse it off, make sure there's no bladder snails or anything in here, and any other debris or waste that is on here from this filter. So it's all rinsed off now. No snails, no eggs, no crud or anything. So I'll just pop this in here, in there, right behind the Now why isn't it running? Oh, no, it is running. It's just all the way down. So it doesn't hardly look like it's running. Let's turn that up just a little bit. There we go. Now it looks like it's actually running. So now I'm going to put this here in the back, kind of behind the sponge. Then, actually, you know what? That's not the proper way to do it. Because you don't want your biomedia being covered by the detritus, and the way these work, it comes in through this tube, and it comes down right here, and then it flows out from the back to the front. And if these are right in the back, that means it's getting the first blast of the water that's coming through the filter, which means everything, all the big pieces, are going to get caught on here, and it's going to get stuck on the biomedia, and it's going to kill all of our nitrifying bacteria. So I'm actually going to take this out. I'm going to slide the sponge back within the filter so then it's all the way up against the back. And then I will put my biomedia up in here. I'll put this back on here. Towel. Need a towel, this one's soaked. Alright. So yeah. That's day one of Operation Shrimp Life. Obviously, we don't have any shrimp in here yet. So, this is a brand new tank. It's not cycled. Thought I saw something in there. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and introduce our invasive. Or not invasive, that's not the word I'm looking for. Our immigrant friend, Mr. Ramshorn. Mr. Ramshorn here. Not sure where he came from, but one day he was just crawling on the inside of the tank and it was like, hey there! He ain't no baby either. You can see here he's pretty decent size already. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and let's see, how warm's our water here? 80 degrees. It's a bit warmer than I would like. That's because I just filled it up a little while ago. So yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a shock on him. I'll just actually, you know what? To be safe, we'll float this in here for a little while, just like this. Hopefully, probably have to sit here and hold it. Yeah, I'll have to sit here and hold it, but let the water acclimate a little bit. I'm not sure why he's floating like that. I don't know much about Ramshorn snails. I'll have to do a bit of research on them after this. Or tomorrow morning, because it's a bit late. Oh, no, it's not. It's not as late as I thought it was. It's only 7:30. So yeah, he's trying to figure out where he is now. He doesn't realize it's floating. I wonder why that is. Do Ramshorns breathe there? I guess we'll find out in a little bit. So yeah, my phone died there while I was acclimating the little Ramshorn there. I didn't realize. I don't know where he went now, so I can't show you, but he's in there. And I also topped off the tank because it wasn't all the way full, just so that then I could maneuver and put everything in. But yeah, So that's that. Suppose I didn't mention where I'm getting the shrimp from. I'm getting them from I mean, I suppose it'd be obvious, but I'm getting them from my local fish store, Riptide Aquatics. She's got some shrimp in stock right now. She's got cherries, which is what I was initially planning, but she's also got, I believe she said they're called sunbursts and electric blues. And like I said, I'd already planned on cherry shrimp, so I already had their researched everything on them and all that. But I don't know, I'm intrigued by the sunburst and the electric blues, so I'm gonna do some research on that tonight too, along with the ram swarms research. Hopefully we can get some floating plants in here as well to fill it in a little bit. But yeah, that's it for day one. So I'm still undecided yet on whether this diary is going on YouTube or not. But if it does, it's going up on the day after. So it's Sunday. But yeah, anyway, if this does go up, like, subscribe, so you don't miss out on this adventure. And yeah.